That's chopped. That's so chopped. What a dooski, SG34, it's your boy, FailWhale. Today, we are checking out some good old Stargate Atlantis. This one is season number 2, episode number 2. We had the big old chunk of SG1 2 weeks ago. We had the big old chunk of SGA not too long ago. And now we're moving back onto the regular scheduled program. I am incredibly excited considering the events of season 9 premiere and season finale of SGA. Things are about to get wonky.
All hail the Ori.
Right? They have the capabilities to pop up in the Milky Way. They can definitely pop up in the Big P. No questions asked. I am very excited. With regards to the tier list that's still coming ASAP, I think in this upcoming SGA, the next SG video for probably next week, I'll have it showed and we'll go about explaining all that. That being said, again, very spicy material going on, and I'm looking forward to this next leg in the SG galaxy, SG experience with all of you. So don't forget to smack the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into it, y'all. Dial the gate.
Previously on Stargate Atlantis.
A whole lot went down.
Who is this?
Stephen Caldwell, commander of the Daedalus.
Skinner! Oh yeah, then we have Evil
I'd like to report for
Ford. There's been so many things going on in the universe that I almost forgot about Evil Ford. What are you gonna say to Simon?
Hey, what are you doing up so late?
Couldn't sleep.
Must be the burden of command. You know, ever since I was promoted to lieutenant colonel.
Oh, congratulations.
What about you? What are you still doing up?
I think I got used to falling asleep to the sound of the ocean.
You know, it's funny. I spent the past year wondering if I'd ever see Earth again, and as soon as I got there...
Oh.
God, it was extremely convenient to be able to step through the gate and be at Stargate Command in an instant, and now this. Having to spend 18 days cooped up in the ship to get back.
Dr. Weir, Colonel Shepard, there's been an accident.
Charlie Brown, what's going on? Who took away the football from you, brother?
It's Dr. Monroe. What happened?
I don't know,
He's dead?
but he's dead.
Yikes, we're gonna have no crew left by the end of this series. It'll just be Shepard looking at the pile of bodies. But yeah, I'm excited. Very much so. But then the question is, like, where do the Wraith factor in now that the Ori have been brought up? Does this undermine the Wraith narrative in the larger scale, or just is it still gonna be a hassle for the Big P? I'm really interested to see how they're gonna shuffle between them. And do we see a scenario where the Ori and the big, the big Wraith, Giga Wraith, come together to body us?
Right, 1, 2, 3.
Heave!
How did he die?
I'm not 100% certain, but there are burn marks on his fingertips.
The Intruder.
Panels open, circuits are charred.
There's not enough juice in those circuits to kill anyone.
Do you know what he was working on?
It's computer diagnostics, strictly routine. I've got security camera footage.
Let's check it out.
What happened there?
I don't know, it's a camera malfunction.
Right before he was killed?
Interesting coincidence.
I think it makes sense. But Colonel Caldwell was right. There's not enough juice in those circuits to kill someone, at least not normally. It's possible there was some sort of isolated power surge in this section. That would explain the lost camera, the malfunctioning door.
When the door controls didn't respond, he took out the panel to bypass the circuits and received a fatal jolt.
Look, I recommend we drop out of hyperspace, run a full diagnostic on the power distribution system.
Oh, we drop out now.
That'll
We risk
make
being
the trip
detected.
longer, yeah.
We'll be back in Atlantis in less than 2 days. You can do your diagnostic then.
Colonel, are you sure that's wise? This ship is relatively new. There might be some problems.
Forward, please.
I thought we just went through this chain of commands debacle last time, but this is a little different, but we got each other's back now.
I know the chain of command can get a little fuzzy on Atlantis, but that's not going to happen here.
Yikes.
Are you sure that's what this is all about?
I got a job to do, Doctor.
Well, not the one you wanted.
Oh, so there's a little salt in the wound.
The committee has approved a significant increase in personnel and resources for the Atlantis mission.
Of course, it's our feeling that a corresponding increase in military presence would also be prudent.
That's why I wanted Major Shepard to come back with me. In fact, I brought all my senior staff back.
That's kind of what we wanted to talk to you about. In your report, you singled Major Shepard out for a lot of credit.
So okay, that's what I thought I heard, but I wasn't entirely sure. So they're on their way. They're on their way back. They just skipped over the Earth situation and seeing the general here, General Laundry. Right? I said I pronounced his name wrong. He's I think as Phoenix said, he's cleaning up the SGA at the SGC. This is them on their way back, so it's kind of cool. They're going to be doing like flashbacks. That's cool.
You were also candid enough to document several occasions in which you and the Major didn't exactly see eye to eye. Major's courage and ingenuity are not in question here. His ability to follow the proper chain of command is. You see, Doctor, from our point of view, Major Shepard's independent nature poses a bit of a problem. He may see fit to do the same to the new commander of the military contingent on Atlantis. Of course, the decision hasn't been made yet. But we do have a candidate in mind.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Atlantis has a military commander.
His
You
name.
had a military commander, Colonel Sumner.
Doctor, you can't be suggesting that a mission of this importance be trusted to a major, and one with a questionable record at that.
All I can tell you is that if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be sitting here right now.
Yep,
As for his
100%.
rank, well, if that's not good enough for you, you're just gonna have to promote him.
You say the
I
galaxy.
continue to have the support of the president and our foreign allies.
Talk your shit.
You don't want to fight me on this one.
Yay! Guys, if it was not for Shepard's selective savagery on 2 to 3 occasions, we would not be here. Let's just keep it. Let's call a spade a spade. Let's just call it for what it is. Okay? Shepard's the GOAT.
Look, I think it's possible that Dr. Monroe's death might not have been an accident. I checked the power distribution logs against the time code on the security camera. There was an unexplained spike, but it happened a full 30 seconds after the camera went out. So that means that malfunction in the door and the camera were not caused by the same problem. Major Shepard was right. That's too much of a coincidence.
You mean Lieutenant Colonel?
They changed cameras, I think. It looks cleaner.
Right. It looks like Dr. Monroe was in the process of enabling certain computer security protocols. They're designed to isolate and shut down corrupted programs.
You're telling me there's a problem with the ship and someone killed Monroe to cover it up?
I know this sounds crazy, but there's definitely more going on here than random malfunctions.
Bridges is Caldwell. Drop us out of hyperspace immediately.
He's a reasonable man.
If I may be so bold, what exactly are we looking for?
Any indication that someone's been tampering with the ship's computers? What was that?
Nothing.
Look, just check the major system.
How's it coming, Rodney?
It's going to take a while. Don't stare. He hates it when people stare.
Relax, Shep.
Hyperdrive technology is kind of new to us, so we need his help.
Guys,
He's supposed to be naked like that.
let's be respectful, Shep. Come on.
Lindstrom?
He definitely called him a derogatory term for the Tari. No doubt. Oh, I'm super excited for season 2 of this show.
I got nothing, you? Give me a second.
Well, this guy's gonna die. I like him.
Wait a minute.
Frostbite?
Lindstrom! You alright?
Space parasite?
Yeah, okay. What happened? I don't know, just sit tight.
Oh, look, his hand's getting worse.
Lindstrom! Lindstrom, you reading me?
Oh, he's getting airlocked?
What the hell are you doing? Override the system!
Holy fuck. Oh, that's chopped. That's so chopped. See ya! Yo! That is a terrible way to go out. Now, did the military leader do that? Spice meter is going up.
Thank you, Doctor.
Steven, what happened?
I assume this time we can definitely rule out random malfunctions. Who else knew what you were doing?
Well, a lot of people knew we were running diagnostics, but no one knew we were in that particular room at that exact moment.
Security cameras. If the person who killed Monroe was able to get into the system to erase evidence, there's no reason he couldn't do the same thing to keep tabs on the investigation.
How many personnel on board have the technical skills to do something like this?
Almost everybody.
No, I can't believe it'd be one of our own people. Isn't it possible there's an intruder on board? Well, a hibernating wraith, they can avoid detection.
We've seen that tactic before.
That was on Atlantis. It's been at least 2 months since the ship encountered the Wraith. There's no way one of them could have stowed on board for that long.
He's right.
As of this moment, I want all civilian personnel confined to their quarters.
What?
Present company accepted, of course. I'm sorry, Doctor, but I can't trust any of them for the simple reason that I didn't have any say in their selection. Somebody else was in charge of that process.
That's not even him being like shady or upset, because in the last a couple episodes ago, they did the same thing to Daedalus people, right?
Sudan and Ethiopia.
Hey!
John Hopkins. Oh, and she also enjoys judo, horseback riding, origami, and something called base jumping.
Parachuting.
Base
from
jumping,
cliffs
lol.
and tall buildings.
But all these people are more qualified than I am. How am I supposed to choose between them?
Carson, you're my chief surgeon. No one is more qualified than you.
I've managed to make a short
Let's
list.
get the new squad.
I was hoping you'd make the final selections.
Did you review the file of a Dr. Simon Wallace?
Aye, he was also more qualified than I am.
Why isn't he on the list? Dr. Wallace has been given security clearance. He knows what this is all about.
Maybe that's a problem.
When were you going to tell me?
There's nothing to tell. I mean, you know, I haven't said yes, but I haven't said no either.
Elizabeth, you know you can't just come back after a year and expect me to drop everything on 2 weeks' notice. I have responsibilities here. I have patients. I have research.
I know.
I agree.
I know. But you have to understand that every single person on this entire expedition is in the exact same situation.
If the man doesn't want to go, he doesn't want to go.
Need a little more time.
But wow, that's an interesting spot to be in. Your husband could be selected, you know, on his own merits to come with you on this expedition, you know, run it back. And you're kind of getting mad at him for not wanting to come. But like at the end of the day, it's his decision. Like if he doesn't want to come for it, maybe he's like, you know what? I learned to cope with my wife being gone. I still love her. That's an interesting spot to be in. Let's see where this goes. I don't know if I would expect my partner to be like, all right, fuck it, let's go, you know?
Dr. McKay,
What are you looking at?
the sabotage we've been searching for.
The virus.
There is evidence of it in communications, and some of the propulsion systems as well.
So it's spreading.
Yes.
Is it like
and
a
changing.
What do you mean?
a software
It appears to be
replicator?
rewrite- It is unlike any human-engineered program I have ever encountered.
Yeah. Won't be there.
What are you doing?
I'm just checking something. I'm sure it is impossible.
Does it line up?
Crap. I just ran through a translation program. It's great.
Bruh.
Indeed.
Bruh.
A Wraith computer virus.
In all likelihood, it was transmitted in a compressed format. It took a while to unfold, to spread to the point where it could adversely affect our systems. It's been dormant, waiting for some kind of a trigger.
Like what?
Possibly the fact that we're once again in proximity to Wraith territory. I think it was ultimately designed to take control of the navigational system. Fly the ship right to them.
This still doesn't explain who killed Dr. Monroe and Dr. Lindstrom.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
It's a software.
virus.
Yeah.
Look, it's an AI, an artificial intelligence. It can think for itself, adapt itself to new situations.
Protect itself.
Exactly.
Can it take over the whole ship?
Well, not entirely. You have to remember that there are hundreds of individual computers on board. There are dozens of backups and redundancies, and some systems like life support are deliberately isolated. The bad news is some of the more complex systems like navigation and propulsion require a certain amount of interconnectivity to function properly. The virus is spread so far through those systems that to isolate it would make the ship impossible to fly.
Yikes.
Colonel Caldwell, sir, we just began broadcasting a distress call.
What are you talking about?
Damn it.
Shut it down.
Well, there goes being undetected by the Wraith. We're getting
I'm locked out, sir.
we're getting doxed not
The
even too
virus.
long after.
It doesn't have enough control yet to fly after the Wraith, so instead, it's calling the Wraith to us.
Jesus Christ, that's a beautiful ship.
What are you doing?
Well, theoretically, we should be able to cut power to the long-range transmitter. We won't be able to send messages, but neither will the virus.
Theoretically.
All right, try it now. It's no good, sir. We're still broadcasting. We need to do a full system shutdown. We'll wipe everything, reboot, low clean backups.
How long will it take?
Well, it's not like the ship's got an on-off button. We'll need some time to prepare. Say, an hour, maybe 2?
We need to turn off the transmitter right now. As a matter of fact, I do. But you're not gonna like it.
We are going.
All right, Colonel, we've evacuated all sections in the vicinity of the array and sealed bulkheads. All personnel prepare for impact.
did what you gotta do. $20 million in damages.
Transmitter is offline. Distress signal has been disabled.
But did it get through?
Return to the ship.
Oh, the virus is in his ship?
My controls aren't responding.
Yikes.
Say again?
Can't seem to turn around and
Yikes.
I am, however, picking up speed.
Oh my god, this is literally like that Jaffa 301 that got compromised.
Well, navigational software in the F-302 is compatible with our sublight systems, which have been infected. The virus must have uploaded itself onto a ship.
Yep.
What about the transport room?
Do it.
John, this is Elizabeth. We're gonna try to beam you out.
Acknowledged.
That's tricky. Being beamed out at a distance very far.
Slight problem.
I didn't think it was gonna work that
Transport
cleanly.
beam is tied to an Asgard sensor. It's what we use to lock onto targets. So that particular piece of equipment was located in the array that we just destroyed. I can key the system to lock onto his radio signal. That's what they used to do on the Prometheus before they had Asgard sensors.
John, we've run into a slight snag. Rodney just has to make a few adjustments before we can get you out of there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like, what can I do?
Here we go.
Where's his grandma?
Thanks.
I appreciate you coming here in person, Colonel. Aiden and I were only cousins, but since he didn't have any brothers or sisters, we became very close.
Till I see evidence to the contrary, I intend to keep looking for him.
But you can't give me any details.
I'm sorry.
Guys, we can tell that it's a flashback because of the wash.
Aiden's grandparents. I'm starting to think that maybe I should just tell them that he's not coming home. You know, Aiden mentioned you in that tape message he sent.
Oh.
He said you were a good man. You tell me, Colonel. Was that trust misplaced?
Yikes.
Colonel.
Colonel,
Sad hours confirmed for this season.
we're gonna use your radio to target the transport beam. We'll have you out of there in just a minute.
I'm still in range, right?
The truth is, it's never been tested from this distance.
Rodney seems to think you'll be okay.
No, that's good.
We're ready. I'm beaming him directly to the bridge.
Well, this 302 is still gonna, you know, the ship's still gonna go.
2 arms, 10 fingers. Check the rest later.
Oh, they should destroy the ship. Wait, did they not think about destroying the ship? Guys.
This is what I do when I have problems with my laptop. I turn it off and then I turn it on again.
All right, Colonel. We're ready.
Thank you.
Wait, so they just let the ship continue to go to the Wraith?
All right, Doctor, go ahead.
Oh, nice transition. Dinner date?
Well, I figured we won't have many more chances for a really good dinner. I mean, the food on Atlantis, it's all right.
I ain't coming.
I'm not going.
Yikes!
I don't understand.
You're the adventurer, not me.
The first time I stepped through that gate, I was terrified. But I took a chance.
I know.
But I'm not.
And I'm proud of you for that.
Simon,
There's something else.
There's another woman. Another man.
I met someone.
Sign the papers! Get me out of here! Yep. Uh-oh. 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 John. Uh-oh. I see a ship forming. I thought there was 1-2 hints, but I wasn't gonna say anything. Here we go.
You're gone for a long time, Elizabeth.
Oh, I saw that shit coming, bro. Demon hours popped up and I didn't know what to do. You weren't here.
Engine room, what's our status?
All systems are functioning normally. No sign of the virus.
May I suggest we vacate this system? Our current position may well have been compromised.
I can't get you sublight.
Get us out of here, Major.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I think I just realized sublight means sub, just shy of sub light speed, I think, right?
Controls are not responding.
Maybe, maybe not.
Damn it!
Engine room, what's happening?
The virus. It's back. Now it's got full control of sublight navigation. This shouldn't be happening.
Well, it is, brother.
We're on a collision course with the nearest star.
Yo.
The virus returned almost immediately after we restarted the system.
You must have missed something.
And it's gonna crash us into a sun.
Not exactly.
We need to call Carter.
Shows that we will not collide with the star.
We'll be burned.
But rather make a close approach. The ship will survive, but the radiation will kill everyone on board.
The virus has access to our database. It knows our tactics, our tendencies.
And then we destroy the ship before we're allowed to fall into Wraith hands.
There was a situation similar to this back at Stargate Command. I remember reading the report. An alien entity took control of the base computer. It survived by uploading itself onto a mount.
Okay, we don't have any maps.
No, we've got a bay full of F-302s, but it could have used any one of those ships as a hiding place while we wiped the Daedalus system clean. It's the only possible explanation. We physically pull the memory storage modules from the 302s, we do another shutdown, that should do the trick.
But that could leave them vulnerable if that makes the 302s unusable. I don't know if that's a core component.
It's not working. It's the virus. You must know what we're trying to do.
How's that possible?
Wait, it's thinking ahead, anticipating our moves like in a chess match.
Bridge, this is Shepard.
Are there any open paths to the 302 bay?
That's a negative, Colonel.
You're gonna have to beam us in.
Whoa, wait a minute. Transport beam wasn't designed to beam from one point to another point inside the ship. We could end up rematerializing half inside a wall.
Beam me, boy. Roddy's kind of got Jonathan energy from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Activating transport beam now.
Fusion! Ha!
Oh boy.
Sir, the bay doors are opening.
Bridge to engine room, beam them out now.
We should really be dead right now.
I don't feel dead.
Dr. McKay,
Is there fields?
can you hear me?
A force field?
Yeah, we're reading you.
I have raised the fighter bay shield.
Sick.
However, the
Won't
virus
last
has
long.
invaded the system, and it is only a matter of time before it gains control.
Oh, this new score? No, Roddy's got hops!
Colonel Shepard, how's it coming?
We're getting there.
Can they retrieve the NES cartridges as soon as possible? Let's find out.
We'll beam them out.
Unfortunately, it appears I have lost control of that system as well.
Cargo bay is decompressing.
Colonel Shepard, come in.
She's like, damn it, I was trying to smash.
Colonel Shepard, you read?
This is Shepard. We're okay.
We pulled all the memory units. Another shutdown should work.
Understood.
Most of the shutdown protocols are still in place from our first attempt. This will only take a few minutes.
I've never actually been inside one of these before today. It's a little, cramped.
We're safe. For the moment.
Right. Quick question, though. How much,
Oxygen?
like, air do these things carry?
Lots.
Who knows how long we could get stuck in here, and so it would...
You know what, Roddy? You're exactly right. It's a limited supply, so why don't we conserve it by you not talking?
All hands, this is Colonel Caldwell. We're gonna give this another shot. We're initiating total system shutdown now.
Re-initializing.
Did it work?
We will know momentarily.
This is Shepard.
What just happened?
I'm sorry, sir. We had navigational controls for a second, but we just lost them again.
Yikes. It's a pretty way to go out.
It didn't work.
This thing is like a damn cockroach. You just can't kill it.
We've disabled every navigational computer in this bay. There's nowhere else on the ship the virus could hide.
But we didn't get every computer.
What are you talking about?
We missed one.
It's a great shot. Well, that's what I was telling you guys, but nobody wanted to listen. I thought that was pretty common sense to blow the thing up. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it made no logical sense why they wouldn't have blown that thing up right after they got that situation done, in my opinion, right? That would have been the first thought. Once he's beamed up, okay, sick. Destroy it. Keep moving forward, right? Because if anything, I thought that 302 was going to go to the Wraith anyway, and it would show that they're still alive, or like it would be odd for the Wraith to be like, why is their ship popping up? It's making me hungry seeing the humans again. You know what I'm saying? Like,
can't go after it. We have no computer-assisted navigation.
I don't need a navigation computer to fly this thing. Besides, we're not going far. Engine room, this is Shepard. Prepare to initiate another shutdown on my command.
Wait. I haven't got my belt.
You better make this quick, Shepard. Radiation levels are beginning to rise in the outer hull.
Somebody just locked onto us. Hold on.
You think a virus is gonna outmaneuver our boy Shepard?
Oh. What happened to inertial dampeners?
These speeds, you're gonna feel the tight turns even with the dampeners.
Oh, now he tells me.
Oh, this is sick.
The computer-controlled ship is preparing to fire.
Alright, we're just gonna tap on the brakes here.
Oh, whiplash.
Nice move.
Oh, nice move.
Any point in mentioning that we have...
Radiation levels in the Colonel's ship are beginning to rise. They're approaching the coronosphere. There is too much interference.
I have very fair skin. I tend to burn very easily.
Just a few more seconds.
I think you're getting a sunburn off of this one, buddy. Let it bang.
How long can they survive those radiation levels?
I believe it has already been too long.
Please, Rodney, come in.
Daedalus, this is Shepard. Target is destroyed. If you try one more shutdown, I think it might just work.
Well done, both of you.
This is Caldwell. We'll rendezvous as soon as we've eradicated the virus once and for all.
Roger that. Shepard out. You did great back there, Rodney. Want to take the stick?
Really?
No.
What's the gang saying?
Dr. Weir, Dr.
Taylor?
McKay, Dr. Beckett, welcome back. Lieutenant Colonel Shepard, congratulations.
Thank you.
But I understand that your trip was not so happily uneventful.
No, not exactly.
My nose is peeling.
What do you expect?
Any word from your off-world contacts?
We have received several intelligence reports. However, as of yet, there is no news of Lieutenant Ford.
Everything back to normal.
It must have been pleasant to return to Earth, a chance to reunite with your friends and loved ones.
Yo, Taylor, back off. My boy!
I'm glad you're back. Ever since we installed ZPM, we've made many interesting discoveries.
Can this not wait?
It's fine, really. Let's get back to work.
Let's do it. And that was my reaction video to Stargate Atlantis season number 9, episode number 2. This is, to me, is the first official episode story in going into season 2. Seems like they started filming this later on. Cameras look a little bit better. Time has passed, and I really like the narrative choice of them coming back from the Milky Way, already having gone to the SGC, seeing their families and stuff. And I thought that was an interesting device to use for multiple stories here, whether it was Shepard, you know, and that sort of evil Ford storyline, meeting his cousin, sort of talk about not wanting the grandparents to find out about his fate, which is really still up in the air. So I like that, and how it almost seems as if Shepard is going in a little bit a newer direction, a little bit more reserved, a little bit like of a, maybe it's too soon to say this, but like a sad boy, like, you know, for lack of better terms, direction, having experienced loss, feeling maybe slightly responsible for what happened to Ford. It's going to be interesting to see how he moves forward holding that burden. So all the characters are changing now, right? New season, new dynamics. So we have Ford's new dynamic, we have this new direction for a character like Shepard. And Weir was a really big character to have a new dynamic. I think she might have been one of the biggest this episode, where it seems as if her and Simon are going to be splitting up here. I can see both sides of the situation, right? Weir is been gone on this crazy adventure to, you know, help humanity, is longing for her husband. She comes back, and he's not excited to see her, or excited for the fact that he can come too. And it was sketchy off the jump, but I get it that, you know, to me, I'm assuming he just had another life, but, you know, there was something going on there in his performance, and lo and behold, he was seeing somebody else, and that's really It's kind of unfortunate. What does this mean for Weir moving forward? She will have her entire focus and energy towards this team. Maybe this might open up the possibility for maybe a fling going on over in the big P. I don't know. Could that be with Shepard and or somebody else? We'll see. I like that direction. I like that shakeup for Elizabeth's character. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed her deliveries. Rodney was as fun as always, and I'm just enjoying and the concept of there being a virus, right? You know, something that we've literally even referenced that has happened to the SGC. But I like that self-referral in the universe, and I was fine with that story. I thought it was a pretty standard. It didn't blow my mind by any means, but I think this was a really nice like intro episode to the series. Sort of damages up the Daedalus a little bit, shows that, you know, the Wraith are going to be a problem even if they don't think we're here. There's still something that could happen with regards to the Wraith, and it was a virus in the situation, and I thought they handled it pretty well. We nearly got bodied. Let's keep it above. We almost died. I enjoyed this as a really good intro to the story, introducing us to what happened in this past 2 months in a pretty cool, fun way. Looking forward to seeing where things go with Ford, with Shepard and Weir, either together and individually. And as well, we have, you know, Mitch is going to be a main character now on the Daedalus, so I also like that sort of like hinting that there was that chain of command issue that happened at the SGC. I think that was really dope to see that him and Weir are going to be potentially beefing moving forward. Not as much as, like we said, like they even mentioned, as the previous episode, but it's going to be a different dynamic because he sort of feels slighted a little bit. The Lieutenant Colonel ranking, so nice, I think a nice icebreaker into the season, catching us up into what's going on. So with that being said, y'all, as always, don't forget to smack the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to be popping on next. What did you guys think about this episode? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. Anyway, with that being said, y'all, I'll see you all in the next one. Love you guys.